Yo, the first throw Russ made when he got into the game, it made me feel bad, bro, because Jackson Dart gets hurt, right? Yada, yada, yada. Russ comes in, hands it off, little like 2-3 yard gain, not much, right? First, he drops back. Hiss. Throws it into absolutely nobody, bro. Straight noodle. Like, it didn't stand a chance of getting caught by anybody. And everyone in the stadium just booed him. I said, dang, not my QB. Look, I'm a Seahawks fan, as you can see. So I forever have a special place in my heart for us. But my God, did Brian Dable almost lose it? This man was on the sideline like this. Hold on. You guys see? Turn this light on real quick. This man was I'm like, bro, cheer for your guy, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't need this. But your quarterback got hurt. Russ comes in. He's the backup. I get it. That throw was terrible. But, like, you know what I mean? Show some support. Like, help him up, motivate him or something. Like, Jesus Christ. You just went straight to, get my man in this game. This man could be concussed, broken ligaments, broken bones, torn ligaments, whatever. I don't care. Get him in the game. This man went into the tent himself. He's like, what's going on, bro? He went to the doctor. He's like, what's going on, bro? Get my mans in this game. Inject him with whatever you got to inject him with. Get him in the game. It was like, bro. Because his job was on the line. Like, bro. Because it really was. Because if Jackson Dart goes down, he's fired. I get it, but, like, come on now. You got a job to do. Even if Russ isn't the greatest option, you still got Jameis. Put him in the game. That's peak comedy, bro. Come on, bro. 500 yards, 5 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Come on, bro. We need to see it. But let's talk about the game. Jackson Dart looked good, right? All game. Scrambling, extending plays when he needs to, making great throws, great decisions. So far, 3 games in, he looked good. Obviously, give him time. Last week wasn't the greatest game for him last week against the Saints, but against an Eagles team, against an Eagles defense, he's played as good a game as a rookie can possibly get. You can expect from a rookie, so respectable. The CTE man himself, Cam CTE Scatterbo, almost 100 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, getting more CTE. What more can you ask from him? That's a CTE dude. You know what I mean? The fun kind until his brain in 5 years gonna be mush. But I'm telling you, these next 5 years before his brain turns to mush is gonna be entertaining. It's entertaining. You know what I mean? So respect it. Wan'Dale Robinson had a pretty good game as well. Considering you're missing your number one player on offense, Malik Neighbors, this is as great as you can possibly get, especially against a defense like the Saints. Eagles, not bad. Overall, good game. Besides Brian Dable losing his mind after Russ, this guy a noodle, but it is what it is. Eagles, what happened? This team just looks broken, and not even like the good kind. Just like from against the Cowboys, that looked okay. Race week 1, nobody's expecting y'all to do anything crazy. I'll give you a pass. Week 1, everyone's trying to figure out themselves, new coordinator, all that. I get it. Week 1, it's not the greatest look, right? But then up until they play the Rams game, they look horrible. Second half, you look good, right? You look good, and then you play the Bucks, you look good again. You're thinking, okay. Eagles are back. They're back to their old ways. But then something kind of weird happened, right? They kind of struggled against the Bucks a little bit. You saw little signs and little holes, little hints of just bad play from the offense. And defensively, it's a whole kind of different story. But offensively, kind of looked a bit suspect. But, they won. They put up 30. No one's going to complain about that, right? Then against Next, the Broncos, they just couldn't score in the entire second. They just couldn't do anything in the last 5 or 6 drives of the game. You couldn't do anything, and now this game, it's like on paper, Saquon had an okay game. AJ Brown finally got the ball. Jalen Hurts played relatively okay for most of the game. But it's just when you watch the game and not look at the stats or the score and just watch them play, you can just tell like something isn't there. I don't know how to describe it. It's just something about this team is just not clicking. Now, granted, it's Thursday night, so they're probably not all the way there mentally and especially physically after a short week. You know, many players have absolutely spoken out against Thursday night and coaches. So I give them a benefit of the doubt there. So maybe just, you know, a short week, you're tired. You know what I mean? So in that regards, I get it. But, like, something just seems off. But it'd be remiss of me to mention the 4 straight tush pushes. 4 of them. Not 1. Not 2. Not even 3. 4 straight. I saw Micah Parsons tweet, "This ain't football." Look, I get it. It is technically a football play, right? They ain't doing anything technically illegal. But, like, my God, 4 of them things. Like, in the moment, it's funny. It's hilarious that they really just did it 4 straight times. But, like, you know, a part of me does kind of agree with Micah. But a part of me disagrees. You know, if it's working, it's working. Right? No other team can do it like them. So they're kind of doing something right? But 4 straight is hilarious. But overall, Giants, I don't know how to feel about the Giants. Like, you beat the Chargers, but then the very next week you kind of look horrible against the Saints, but then you blow out the Eagles. So it's like I don't know how to view y'all. You know, especially under Jackson Dart, the Russ era. You know, you couldn't beat the Cowboys. You should have beat them, but, like, you know, Brandon Aubrey, best kicker in the league apparently. So yeah, I don't fault y'all for that. But, like, you know, there's a real possibility you could be 3-3, which isn't bad, right? If the Cowboys game goes your way, you could have been 3-3. Which, you know, NFC with the NFC looking this year, like, besides the Lions and the Bucks, and I guess you can throw the Seahawks in there. No bias. Every other team doesn't look all that good. It's always like something wrong with them. You could have been in prime position to make the playoffs, but now you're 2-4. It's an uphill battle from here, but Brian Daboll, relax. Next time Jackson Dart gets hurt, relax. Eagles, figure it out. Have a great day. Drink water. Bye.